What's going on, guys? Hello, everyone. My name is Paul, and this is the Basketball Show. We're back with another great show. Today's show, we're going to talk about Zion Williamson a little bit and try to figure out, I guess, what the heck is going on with the guy. Zion Williamson came into the NBA with so much potential and expectations as the next LeBron because of his body build and his hops. Now, he was effective. He was an offensive beast in Duke. He had an awesome career in college, came into the Pelicans as a savior, or so everyone thought. Now that he has been in the NBA for 4 full seasons, in which he was supposed to play 328 games, because that's 4 full seasons, he unfortunately ended up playing 184 games out of that 328. So he really missed 144 games since he was drafted to the NBA, and a lot of his issues have come from not taking care of himself, being overweight, lazy, from what we hear, and eating everything he could put his hands on and everything that's in his sight. Now, he has not been putting in effort to stay healthy, and it has been shown. Now, just recently, he also got suspended by the Pelicans for 1 game as he was late for a team flight, I believe, to Philadelphia. Stephen A had a hilarious take on this, so listen to what he had to say, and I'll be back with you guys in 1 minute.
I better not find out this has something to do with food. I'm not joking. I better not find out this has something to do with food. I better not find that out. You understand? Now, I know they were joking with some fake accounts about him being in a drive-thru at Wendy's. It was a fake account and all of this other stuff. But damn it, we can't put nothing past this when it comes to Zion Williamson. We don't know why the hell this man is late, and clearly it wasn't the first time. Zion's played 7 games this year. 7 games. What are you late to anything for? You get paid, checks don't bounce. It's coming into your account every month or twice a month, whatever it is. You getting your money. He is stealing money. He is stealing money. And I say that not to question the legitimacy of his injury. I'm saying that to question his professionalism. You can't have this kind of stuff happen to you. And let me tell you something. New Orleans, the last thing they want to do is suspend Zion Williamson because it makes them look bad. They're the ones that invested in him. They're the ones that gave him a contract extension, even though it's worded in a way that, they could work around some things and what have you. But Zion doesn't want to be in New Orleans, Shannon. He doesn't want to be there. He wants to be in a major market like LA, New York, or whatever, because he wants the marketability. What he doesn't realize is somebody like Ja Morant, even with his troubles from the past, Ja Morant is a spectacular talent that shows up and plays most times unless he is injured, okay? And this brother can be box office. He's clearly the better of the two in terms of his availability and his professionalism, even with some of his troubles. You look at Zion Williamson right now, it's becoming a joke. And we know that this brother's got superstar written all over him as a talent, but he doesn't appear to care enough about being a professional, and he certainly, I don't believe, wants to be in New Orleans. I think he wants out. I think that's what this is all about, and I think he'd rather be someplace else. But why should anybody want him if this is what you're gonna get? His first year, he played 24 games. 2 years later, he missed the entire season, and then the next season, he only played 29 games. So that's 3 times in 5, and now he's only played 7 games this year. He's never here. He's never here. And I'm going to say it one more time, Molly. I better not find out it's food. I mean, I'm being nice. I better not find out this suspension got something to do with food. I better not find out.
Now, this take by Stephen A. Smith cracked me up. It cracked me up. Yes, it did. But he's right. He's right. I personally agree with Smith that Zion just doesn't want to be in New Orleans. I believe that. He wants to play in a much bigger market, like Smith said, and a few years back, even New York was mentioned as one of the destinations that he wanted to go to. The problem is, by not taking care of himself, he's putting himself at even a greater risk of getting really badly hurt. As a player that doesn't play on a regular basis, usually has a body that's not used to the day-to-day grind and running up and down the court every night. So that is why it's more prone to repeat injury. The Pelicans gave this man an extension. They put their faith in him. I don't know what conversations took place for him to have them believe that he's going to change from what he was in the beginning. The only thing is, he knew that the only way he would get the most amount of money, he had to sign the extension with the Pelicans. So now I just think that he is either waiting for free agency so he can leave with a bag full of money, or he'll make the Pelicans so upset, they'll just decide to shop him around and get for him what they can. Problem for Zion is that if he doesn't play and is not in good health and form, he's also hurting the Pelicans' chances of actually getting a decent return for him. In turn, making them not want to trade him, as they will not get much for him in any way. So he might actually stay there longer than he wants to. I don't exactly know when his contract expires, but he's kind of creating this bad situation for himself. If he would play really good, be in good shape, do what he had to do, I mean, worst case, just voice that you want out of there. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? Players done that before. It just is what it is, man. Be honest about it, because you're wasting their money and you're wasting everybody's time. I mean, the fans, everybody. It's a bad situation in New Orleans, and I agree that from what I have seen, I do not think Zion is performing his duties like a pro. There's too much of it. And taking money for the time that he's there, and at the same time giving him as little as he can to not have too much of a problem. Zion Williamson was supposed to be a superstar in this league. He had the potential to be a superstar. He has not put in the work to be that, and it might even end up that, you know, he might not be in the league past 30 years old if he keeps going the way he's going. I mean, we've had players like this with great potential, but up there they just weren't good enough to have a long career, and that might be Zion Williamson. You never know. Now, guys, tell me what you think about what the whole situation with Zion is in your mind, and if you think he would actually change his approach and be more professional if he was traded to a team that actually he would actually want to play for. I'll see you in the next video, and thank you for watching.